Is this the final resting place of West Ham United's Premier League dreams and hopes? Hi gang, welcome to Mike on Monday, the only West Ham show hosted by a bloke called Mike on a Monday. And the football's back, that's the big revelation. Football has actually happened again, and there's the only thing worse than West Ham's performance, I think, on Saturday is the annoying artificial crowd sounds that the games have now. There's nothing more depressing than hearing a digital person having a better time than you are watching the game. Well, in the first half alone, I had a Twix and a rather lovely entire packet of chocolate digestives, followed by a packet of Skips, remember them? You can still buy them, and a wagon wheel for the old retro football match action. Because remember people, snack lives matter. And as I alluded to, West Ham United played a game. They played a match of football on Saturday, and they lost 2-0 at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. What happened? There's only one place we can go to find out, isn't there? It's Mike at the Tactics Centre. Mike, what happened? What went wrong? Thanks, Mike. Welcome to the Tactics Centre. On Saturday at the London Stadium, with no supporters, West Ham attempted to build a defensive wall in front of their goal. It started to work. West Ham looked quite solid at the back, but unfortunately limp and rubbish up front. This is Felipe Anderson. Instead of looking like an attacking threat at any time, West Ham instead looked like a sick animal. Even though West Ham played their own beast up front in Mikel Antonio, Wolverhampton Wanderers brought on a beast of their own in Adama Traore, and the result was predictable. Traore tore down that defensive wall, and Wolverhampton Wanderers went on to win the game 2-0. That's a beast. Less so. It finished at the London Stadium. West Ham United 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. Help. Back to Mike in the studio. Thanks, Mike. Well, that was absolutely brilliant. You will not see better analysis anywhere in the world. Here on YouTube, free to you on Hammers Chat. Make sure you subscribe to both Hammers Chat channels and contact the lovely people at Hammers Chat and tell them that you love them and you want to have their babies. Also, don't forget to share this brilliant content, which is completely free and takes hours to do. Mike spent literally a day researching all of that brilliant analysis and bringing it to you. So make sure you share it on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever it's called, and all those other wonderful places. And you check back onto Hammers Chat after you've subscribed and rung the bell and had group sex with everyone there, and do that regularly. Now, what did you think of the game and how did you watch it? You weren't at the game, you were watching it at home. What happened? I was puzzled by our performance on Saturday. Now, I kind of get what Moyes was trying to do. He was trying to play defensively and play on the break, and the play defensively thing I kind of understood, and we look pretty organised at the back. I would prefer Rice in midfield because I think we've lost something in midfield. with him in defence, but I get what Moyes was about. I get he was trying to contain, and defensive-wise, it kind of worked until they brought Adama Traore on, which Mike alluded to earlier, but it kind of worked. What puzzled me was the rest of it. Because if you've got people who haven't played for months and months and have only had 3 weeks to get back into shape, you would think that you would play them in their natural positions where they are used to playing football. Instead, we have Fornals out wide on the left, who should be in the centre, and kept drifting into the centre. We had Antonio, who was playing up front, who should be out on the right. We have Felipe Anderson, who was, I'm not quite sure what Felipe Anderson was doing, and worryingly, neither was he. Well, if you ask me, Felipe Anderson lacks commitment. He looks, to me, scared. He doesn't even seem to want to try. He's the sort of chap, the last sort of chap you'd want to be in a trench with. You know what I mean. Actually, I'll tell you what, best avoid the trench totally. I'd just rather stay out, don't you? It's just horrible place. It's smelly and muddy and dangerous, which is of course the last thing Felipe Anderson is, isn't it really? Which proves my point. Jared Bowen is nominally a right winger on Saturday, but really he's an inside forward. It's a very different role. He should be further up the pitch and more inside so he can cut in on his left foot. I mean, no one outside of the defence, and arguably even Declan Rice in defence, was playing in their natural position, and yet we're meant to attack. And do you know what? I just didn't really understand what anyone was meant to be doing. There wasn't any real shape. Well, what's the shape? What formation were we playing? It's just kind of hit and hope. There wasn't really a plan. If you look at, I don't know, an average team like Southampton, they have a plan. They have quick players, they have technical players, and you know what, we've got some quick players and we've got some technical players. Okay, not that many on the quick player front, I know, but we've got technical players. We could play to a plan if we knew what the plan was. West Ham, 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 West Ham. And we need to get better quickly. That's all I'm saying. We really need to get better quickly because the games, much like Gio trapped inside Kerry Catona's bedroom while naked, come thick and fast. And on Tuesday, we are away at everyone's favourite team, Tottenham Hotspur. And what's going to happen then? I mean, we really need to improve. But for some expert opinion, let's head back over to the Tactics Centre. Mike, what do you think's going to happen on Tuesday? Thanks, Mike. On Tuesday, West Ham United take on Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane. Tottenham Hotspur used the time off well, bringing several key players back to full fitness, such as Son and Harry Kane. If West Ham play like they did on Saturday against Wolverhampton Wanderers, they will lose, especially if they don't play a goalkeeper. However, I predict a win for West Ham. So confident am I in my prediction that if West Ham win, then Mike will present the next Mike on Monday with a bag on his head. Back to Mike in the studio. Well, there you heard it from the man himself. There you go. We need to kick the ball and play football. And now for someone else. West Ham, 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 At the embers. And now it's time for your questions. Time for your questions. Now, obviously, you can follow me on Facebook under my name, Mike Manera, or on Twitter at WHUMike. But I'm on Facebook way more, so go there. And you can ask questions in the comments below, just like our good friend Ben Hamilton. He asked, why do people feel the need to play music through the video? It's quite annoying. Well, Ben, the reason is there you go, Ben. I hope that clears that up for you. Remember, people, to subscribe, ring that bell, smash the like button, I believe you have to say that on YouTube, and to follow me to your doom. Until next time, come on, you irons.